What it is, YouTube land, I am Jobin, and today I am not bringing you a live comm. This is just, the normal, what everybody does. Just sit back, chillax, and talk to you. I got a story to tell you all, but before I get into my story, I would like to talk about the gameplay for a little bit. I got thrown into this domination gameplay in the first round. I was a little late getting in. I had 3 kills, 6 deaths, and during that time in the first round, I was running around playing like a chicken with my head cut off. So going into the second round, I decided to change up my play style a little bit. I sat back, I got some kills, I got some score streaks working. I didn't go to the B flag. I didn't jump on it right now, you know what I'm saying? Look at the screen. There's not a single teammate there. I wasn't going to kill myself. I wasn't going to play all gung-ho anymore. I'm going to play smart. Y'all might think it's a little campy, but don't hate on me too much. Don't hate on me too much down there in the comments. Sometimes you got to change the game style, your gameplay style, to win the ball game, and that's what I did. Now let's get to the story. It's about morals. Now the story is, Christmas Eve, my brother said, "Hey man, let's order a pizza, I'll pay." I think he had like $87. I said, alright. I got online and looked up the specials. We ended up getting a large stuffed crust. On his half, I think he had mushrooms and sausage. On my half, I decided to go pepperoni, bacon, and black olives. So the total came out to $19.35 or something like that, and I told my brother to get out $22. I told him, give the delivery driver $22 when he showed up. So he pulled his $87 out of his pocket. He put $22 in one pocket, $65 in the other. Pizza driver showed up about a half hour later, gave us our pizza. My brother gave him the money. Everything was, everything was good. Brought the pizza in. We scarfed it down. We did work on that stuff. And I went back to playing Call of Duty. Maybe a little bit of Madden. I can't remember exactly. But around 8 o'clock, 8:05 or something like that, my brother came up to me. He's like, "You're not going to believe this. I gave that delivery driver $65. And at first I was extremely upset with my brother. For being so, not dumb, but how can you not tell the difference between $65 and $22? Anyway, then I got to thinking, this driver, this guy, he doesn't know the difference between right and wrong. His morals is just jacked up. Who in their right mind would have went back to their car and saw that he got a $45 tip and actually thought that that's the tip that they were going to get? If it was me, I would have been like, "Whoa, these guys gave me too much cash. I better go knock on the door and see what the problem is." And so I called the Pizza Hut here in town, and of course they were closed. So I called again because it just rang and it rang and it rang. Well, finally somebody picked up and it was like, "Thanks for calling Pizza Hut. We're closed for the holidays. Please call back later." And then they hung up. It's like, wait a minute, dude, that wasn't a recording. So I call again. Finally, a guy picks up and goes, "Thank you for calling Pizza Hut. We're closed for the holidays." I was like, "Oh, wait a minute. Is this a recording or is this a person?" He's like, "This is a person." So I told him my story, and needless to say, then I got my money back from Pizza Hut. But that delivery driver is what's got me upset. Not upset, but just worried about them, people's morals. And it coincides with the YouTube thing. Every single day there is some sort of drama. People calling out people. You go on Twitter, you should see some of the stuff that Wings gets on his timeline. Just derogatory comments over and over and over again. Now, Wings is kind of a controversial guy because he does bring a lot on himself, but no one deserves the hate that people are given on YouTube. It's YouTube people. I'm doing this for fun. It's a new hobby of mine. I got some of this stuff for Christmas. Got my blue snowball for Christmas, yo. So, what I'm trying to get at with the morals is we gotta start treating people the way we want to be treated. It's that old line that our parents used to tell you. Treat people the way you want to be treated. And the world would be a better place. You know? It would. Stop hating on people. Enjoy YouTube. Enjoy Black Ops. Just enjoy life, friends. I am Jobin. Peace.